First thing I want to say is thank you to Trojan Nation and the amount of fans that were here tonight. I heard rumors that there's 1,500 plus fans here, and I wish. I thought offensively, we really did some nice things. Pitching-wise, we struggled at times, and that's disappointing. And I hate that for our fan base. But just thank you to all the people that came out and watched. And certainly there's a big crowd here. And I wish the outcome was a little different. I think the game was a little closer than what the final score indicated, and just a couple bad innings. But thank you to the fans that came out.
Yeah, y'all are the only team in the nation besides number 1 Texas that scored more than 3 runs off SJ this season. What were your thoughts on just the hitting tonight?
Yeah, I thought we had a good approach. We thought we saw a few things that she was doing that we could capitalize on, and we really drove the ball well. Had the wind been blowing out just a little bit for us, I thought we hit 3 or 4 balls to the warning track in key situations. We drove the ball to right field in key situations, and then to have the 9 hits, I think, is a big deal. So scoring runs on a really talented pitcher is something that we can at least build on. And so offensively, yeah, I was pretty satisfied with what we did tonight offensively.
Yeah, freshmen like Caden Oliva and Reganoni stepped up in big situations, just missed some home runs there. What does their poise bring to the team?
Yeah, they're both they're different, but the thing about it is they're both talented freshmen, and they both had good at-bats, they both had good approaches, they're tough outs, and I know Caden, she was real disappointed early in the game. I think she was up bases loaded with 1 out, maybe, perhaps, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 1 out, and she didn't come through, and I just said, hey, you're going to get her again. So those are all teachable moments. Young player, and she's super smart, but sometimes even the smart ones need reminded, like, hey, you're going to be all right, and you're going to see her again, and you're going to have another shot at it.
Yeah, the team bounced back after those big innings by Auburn, just scoring in the bottom of the frame. What were your thoughts on the team's resilience?
Yeah, that's a good sign. Certainly there wasn't a lot of give up. I thought our dugout continued to stay up. They were really kind of pushing through that. Unfortunately, there's going to be some games like that where the pitchers can't find the zone, or they're not executing like the way they need to, and for our team to continue to drive and fight and show some grit, that's something we can be proud of for sure. Ultimately, we want to improve and get better, and that's not the outcome we wanted. But yeah, there were some positives though.
Yeah, what's the mindset going into a big road series at ULM this weekend?
ULM is ahead of us in the conference, and they've certainly have played well this year. And they played ULL really tough this past weekend, and honestly probably should have won 2 out of 3 in that series at ULL. They're talented, they're gifted, they're fast, they bunt a lot. Things that we've already been talking to our girls about. We just talked in this game. The Auburn game, they bunted 3 or 4 times, and we worked on that in practice yesterday because we knew Auburn could bunt, and we knew ULM could bunt. Certainly from a preparation standpoint, we're going to continue to drive some things home. We're going to demand excellence out of them. Offensively, we'll show up, and then pitching-wise, hopefully we can take care of business and have a good series at ULM.